Hello everyone, this is Brubius Games and Things. I am Brubius and welcome back to part 2 of Nintik Acid's adventure. So since the last video I have been doing a couple of things. I've done a bit more research, as you can see here, and I've researched certain weapons and armour, as well as a couple of other things that will help us later in the game. But right now, the first thing to do is to enter the cave. Now, as you see, I have made myself some armor and a weapon, because whilst this is still obviously very early game and the minions or the enemies are more or less still on the easy side, I figured I needed slightly better weapons than, say, a broken broadsword and this blaster, which, you know, great to start off with, not necessarily the best thing to try and fight a boss with, because that is what we are going to be doing today. We are going to be entering this cave, seeing what's inside, hopefully killing the boss, and see where that gets us. So, let's do this. Yes. So this cave is in vanilla, but from what I understand, and from what I remember, it's what we have in Frackin universe is worlds apart and is completely different, and I think a much more valuable experience, given there are so many other things to pick up, very useful things like upgrade modules for our matter manipulator, various weapons and such. And the wonderful thing about these is that the all lush planets, which the planet we are on at the moment is a lush planet, and each lush planet has both a mine, which we will quickly visit after this, I believe, and also has one of these dark caverns, and essentially it's an incredibly a progressively easier way to start farming valuables, because, well, as you will see, there are a lot of chests down here, including these lovely little blue glow-in-the-dark chests, which usually have very valuable things in them indeed. So, now this door here, as we can see, has a rocket emblem on it, and as we are about to find out, means that it only opens if you blow it up. There we go. Right, let's see what's in here. Fantastic. Yep. That's also very useful, very useful. Right, let's have a look to see what's in here. Okay, maybe not that useful, but the other ones certainly will be. So we'll make our way through, and because of our 10% jump increase, we can actually make our way over here. Just a bit of wheat. Don't need that at the moment. But we do have a matter manipulator module here, and we'll see where we go. So I'll pick up some potatoes. There is a quest I know of that requires potatoes. Instruments, also very useful. Another manipulator module. Ooh, there's loads of them today. Usually they're quite rare, but that's why the dark cavern is so lucrative, because if you're on a lush planet and you need some manipulator modules, well, you know just the place where you need to go. Have a look. Quickly heal ourselves. I think we'll ignore the enemies for now, because we need to get through to rope and bombs, very useful, in fact a requirement for this cave. More leather, good. Right, so obviously I can't jump up here, but if I get the rope, it's a lot like worms. So, there we go. And now for the bomb. Rope and bomb, do. Rope and bombs. Press those buttons, and here we have one of the first tech upgrades, which now allows me to dash sideways. And this is what ultimately this cavern is also all about. It's about picking up the first tech upgrades that will provide absolutely essential in our playthrough. Quite quickly, escape. Oh. Quickly try and escape, there we go. Oh well, okay, well, gonna get you then. There we go. Right then, so, and that unlocks that, and as you can see, oh, right, we need to dash. There we go. There we go, and now we have the enhanced jump. The enhanced jump, very useful. Especially, this is why I like the species I'm playing, because we start off with a nice 10% jump increase, and this increases it further. So, fantastic, all useful things. 2 manipulator modules and research data, and if we use that, we increase our research by 50. It might not seem like much, but when you're trying to research everything, every little thing helps. So can't get in there yet, but that's why we are going this way. Opening that with a bomb. There we go. Let me get up here. Doing that. Going back. And now this is open to us. Quickly dash. Quickly dash. Quickly dash. And here we have one of my favourites, which is the Distortion Sphere. And by pressing F, we turn ourselves into a ball, and we are able to get into these small spaces where we would not normally be able to access. And you can also do it by jumping. There we go. Get in there, round and round and round. Now, as we probably saw earlier, there was a chest there that was inaccessible because of our large size, but now with the Distortion Sphere we can open it, and there we go. Now these upgrade modules here, incredibly important, because as we saw with here, that is where the upgrade table comes into play. Certain things need the manipulator module, but others, and in fact most weapons and armor, require the upgrade module. So we'll take all that, we'll use our research, there we go, and we have a new weapon, which actually is a lot better than the one we've got right now. So, there we go. Use that and we'll take the rest. And through this tunnel here, that bit's opened up, and so we will use... Oh, okay, not as useful as I was hoping. Never mind. There are plenty of chests where that came from. Now, go this way. And where we couldn't go before, we can now do this. Use our bomb. There we go. Actually, let's take a look at our spear. The Charlie Flux Spear, and it has a blink explosion as a special attack, and the special attack is when you right click with a two-handed weapon rather than just normal left clicking. Let's see what we've got here. More iron, fantastic, and more research, a couple of weapons, and a couple of other handy things. And I seem to have maxed out my inventory space right now. Never mind, but we are now in a position where we can use this shortcut, and we use our rope. There we go. Very useful indeed. As you can see, open this. There we go. Oh, no, actually, go. Now we are nearing the boss. Ooh, quite powerful actually. Yeah, I like that. Right, I can't die in a dungeon. If I die in a dungeon, I lose, essentially. But yeah, this is very nice. Much better than the rope. Definitely got to have some of that. Got some pistols. Yeah, no. Actually, let's swap this out. Don't really need any hunting spears. Yeah. Okay, right, now, are we ready to face the boss? I don't feel ready, but we might as well, because that is what we are here for. So, let's do this, shall we? There we go. Kill some. I do like the blink explosion. It's very handy. Ah, right, that point of no return here. Ooh, lots of mud. I like that. There we go. Fantastic. Phew-ee. Well. That was a... Turn that on. And turn this on. And hopefully, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't. Ah, that sucks. If I turn that off, sometimes it opens, sometimes it doesn't for some reason. But that chest there. And let's try that again. So. No. There's a secret door there. which I don't know if it's bugged or whether if there's something I've missed, but it doesn't work. It works sometimes and it doesn't work in others. But at least we are done now. We have the boss, and now we okay, some more research. And now, I know for a fact that there's another chest behind here. There's also another chest somewhere hidden, which not many people will realise, but that is why I am showing you right now, because there's actually another chest all the way up here, where with a nice bit of rope trickery you can access and get some more goodies. So let's have a there you go. Right, well that didn't work. Right, let's try this again, shall we? And we've done it. There we go, and what do we have? There we go, always worth it. Manipulator modules, more research, and some more iron. Now, the reason I'm not really bothering with these pistols is that certainly in this cave there are better pistols that you can get much faster elsewhere in the game, so there's not really much point in picking up this early in game, especially also because they're not, you know, usually you'd think, oh, you know, maybe I'll be able to sell them, but to be honest, they're not actually worth that much, not until you are able to get better weapons. But anyway, so we found this gateway, so let's see what happens, shall we? Ancient gate console activated with core fragments. Required fragments. Let's activate it, shall we? Teleport. My goodness. Let's see where we end up now. Okay then, the Ark ruins just past the outpost, and here we have the outpost, which, like in vanilla, is in fact the main hub for all sorts of things. Another teleporter, let's accept that. So now I can teleport here from my ship. So, another teleporter. Yeah, see, teleporter, there we go. And that's the thing actually also about teleporters, is that you can teleport to any teleporter using any teleporter. But now, we have now the next part of the story. So let's see what that has to say. Sorry to say, perhaps the last after the terrible destruction of Earth. It's sadly inevitable that we should meet now. My name is S. the Bright, retired Grand Protector. I left some years ago, an impossible decision, but my research could not be neglected. I discovered things long forgotten that weigh heavy on the present. Long ago, there was a force known as the Cultivator. It maintained balance in the universe. Under its influence, harmony reigned. So it was for aeons. But this tranquility proved finite. A being arose, one of hate and destruction. It was the Ruin. The Ruin could not abide life in any form, and wreaked destruction upon the universe. It fought to blot out all life, and would have succeeded but for the sacrifice of the Cultivator. The Cultivator rose against the Ruin and succeeded in sealing it away. But in doing so, the Cultivator exhausted its power completely. Before its last energy dissipated, the Cultivator gifted 6 chosen races with precious artifacts. These 6 artifacts, when united, form the key that opened the gate to the Ruin. The defences are crumbling. We must unite the artifact, reach the Ruin, and truly destroy it. This is a lot to take in, dear, and a huge request to make of you, but I would like your help. The artifacts are scattered across the stars. I can't find them alone. We must find them and eradicate the Ruin before other planets go the way of the Earth. Cool. Okay. Okie dokie. 250 research and a reward bag. Oh. Right, let's throw away something useless. We don't really need this. Right, and now let's open our reward bag and see what we get. A teleporter core. Fantastic. Since you're an active agent, maybe you can return to the Outpost and speak to Penguin Pete, the shipyard captain. Okay. And now, before you go jetting off, I'll teach you how to access and use the scan mode of the matter manipulator. There is a lot to be learned from your surroundings, and the Outpost is no exception. Press N to equip your scanner. Key areas of interest will appear green. Righty-ho, let's do that then. And I think afterwards, after we've done that, there is a mission that Penguin Pete gives you, and it is actually one that is required to do in vanilla and not so much now. Penguin Pete, to do with, and in old versions of Frackin Universe, you had to do the mission that he gave you in order to fix the FTL drive. But now that's not the case anymore, and you actually build it through research. And I'm not going to do the mission he gives yet because I tried it last time, and it is quite difficult actually, and they changed the layout, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So we'll get back to him later once we're a bit better equipped. A bar fit for a penguin, yeah. Not actually a bar, I think he's actually a weapons dealer. You know, as you do, penguin weapons dealer. Got your 2-stop teleshop. You can buy teleporters from that place. You can build your own, but it does give the option to buy them. They're quite expensive. No. Let's have a look. Fog furnishing. A sign maker. Gardening supplies and farming, terraforming, blah 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 blah. And now we return to Esther. And we'll see where we go from there. I think though, after this, I will end the video. Because we've done what we came to do. We've defeated the first boss. And I apologise, I hadn't actually put much thought into this video. I just sort of playing and talking as it were, and that's probably how I'm going to continue this series. It is actually the first time I've sort of done this sort of thing, so talking and playing is harder than I thought it would be. But anyway, we'll see. There we go, and we've got a strange map, and I think that strange map sends us somewhere interesting. And now we've got the next story mission. Now that you're familiar with scanning, we need to start finding these artifacts. The Floran one is first. Their colonies will contain vital clues to its whereabouts. Floran live all over nowadays, but still prefer the dense forest vegetation of planets found around gentle stars. But before we can do that, we need to fix our FTL drive, which requires more research. So we'll find out what we need to research that before we do anything else. So and if we can't do it right now, then I don't know, we'll see what happens. So we need 5 cores and 500 research. Okay then, 5 cores. Okay, in which case I think we'll end the video now. I need to pick up some more cores, but that ultimately, the easiest way to do that is repeating the mission I've just done. You can, like I said, you can farm these things, and you can do it over and over and over again as much as you like. So I will do that, and then for video number 3 we will fix our FTL drive and go from there. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.